I'm going to show you 4 exercises Jenny Hoyos did to master the art of creating viral YouTube videos. You can see here Jenny has 8.3 million subscribers. Hi everyone, I'm Hervin. I recently started creating YouTube videos consistently, but I'm not getting any views. You can see here my channel, the last couple of videos here, 10 views, 2 views, 44 views, 17 views. So I've been researching what can I do to improve? And you know how the algorithm works. It knows how to read your thoughts, and it fed me this interview right here with Jenny. I had never heard of Jenny. I didn't know who she was, but I watched the interview anyway, and I saw why she has the results that she's getting. You often hear people just kind of throwing out there, you need to put in the work. But what does that actually look like in reality? That's what I saw from this interview from Jenny. You often see like the cheesy iceberg picture saying like, you know, these are the results, but what you don't get to see is like 99% of the work. Again, it's a cool visual, but what does the 99% of the work actually look like? And you know, she shares a ton, but these are 4 exercises that stood out to me. So the first one is that she has a Google Doc. So she generates a ton of ideas consistently. She has a Google Doc filled with over 1,000 YouTube ideas, which is in itself pretty crazy. Like to sit down and consistently think of new video ideas, 1,000 different video ideas. That is something that I haven't done. So there, point taken. Like if I want to make better videos, I need to think more about the ideas that I want to create. Out of those 1,000 of ideas, she's currently working with just 10. So that's what, like 0.01% of the ideas actually make it. I think my math was off there. Maybe it's just 1%. But yeah, it just goes to show you like there's this law called Sturgeon's Law. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. It says 90% of everything is really bad. It's crap. You could see that how she took that to heart. She has created 1,000. She has thought of 1,000 ideas, and then out of them picked the 10 the 10 best ideas for her. That just goes to show you extremely high standards. And then it shows you that to make anything great, you need to make a lot of bad things. So for me, that's a big lesson right here. So recently I've been uploading new YouTube videos every day. I've been creating videos every day because in my mind, I'm like, okay, I need to put out there a lot of quantity in order to get to the quality. But she's taken that to the extreme. I mean, 1,000 ideas to then just use 10, that's crazy. So that is what outworking you looks like. Okay, here's another exercise, number 2. So analyzing data manually. So she has examples where she makes YouTube short content, meaning short form videos. She takes videos from the best YouTube creators when it comes to making short form YouTube content that has gone viral. She takes those videos, she manually figure out a way to grab the transcript, and then she takes that transcript and then puts it into a readability analyzer to see what kind of reading level the content is made. So she's done this for many videos where she takes a transcript and then inputs it into the readability analyzer, and she does that manually. So immediately you start to have some sort of pattern recognition about what's working and what's not working by doing these exercises manually. Another thing she mentions in the interviews is that she wanted to find out, this is a separate interview here. So she has an interview here with this channel called My First Million. And in this interview, she talked about how she wanted to find out why people weren't subscribing and which videos were getting her the most subscribers. So she manually went through all of her videos and label them, like, in this video, my family shows up. In this video, I am doing this. It's a wholesome video. It's a video where I do something good. It's a video where I do something naughty. I pull a prank. And she went through that and started tagging her videos with anything that she can think of to see if there were patterns among the videos that have gotten her the most subscribers versus the videos that have gotten her the least subscribers versus the views. Anyway, that kind of level of commitment to doing that manual work, not many people have that. And so that's another way in which Jenny is outworking people. Okay, here's exercise number 3. She tells the story how she wanted to be more charismatic, but she's an introvert. And so what she did to work on her charisma in front of the camera is that I think she said that every morning or every evening for a month, she turned on her camera like this, and she started doing a made-up improv comedy show for herself. She never published this. And where she started telling jokes, started to just practice being funny in front of the camera and getting used to that feeling of being charismatic in front of the camera. That level of commitment to her craft, that's impressive. Like to have, I think Jenny's only 18 and she did this years ago. And so to me, that's impressive. Like if she wanted to work on the skill of being charismatic, doing that, not many people are willing to put themselves, or even willing to take the time to improve the skill set. So many people want to be YouTubers, but not many people are willing to take the time and do that exercise of putting yourself in front of the camera, recording, doing something that seems like maybe it's even uncomfortable to yourself. I know if I were to practice that, it would feel just silly being in front of the camera and doing an improv show by myself, a stand-up comedy show by myself. So she did that for a month. Not only that, but then she would record her entire day. So she would turn on the camera and record pretty much her entire day. So she was getting, quote unquote, the reps in being charismatic, being in front of the camera, even though she wasn't publishing this video. So for a lot of people who want to make YouTube content who don't feel comfortable speaking to a camera, like that was me years ago. I felt so awkward speaking to the camera. This is how she confronted those fears, that fear or that discomfort, just by pure work. Okay, the last one here, the last exercise, is something that she just kind of said in passing. Whenever she's thinking of an idea, she'll think, and so she's going to work on a particular idea. She'll then think, how would this successful YouTube creator make this idea? So if she's thinking of an idea like, I'm going to make a video of me going to a restaurant, she'll think, how would Mr. Beast make this video of going to a restaurant? And to me, this was impressive because that means that she studied all of these content creators so well to know their style, to know their tendencies, to know how they would make their videos. When it comes to crafting your style, the first step is to sort of imitate and see what's working out there for other people. Learn the foundations, learn the principles, and then you take those and then you apply them to yourself and add your own twist into it. So she's able to see ideas from the styles of other creators. It's kind of like they say, like, if you have a great singer, they're able to sing in the voices of other people. You could see, great singers who can sing songs like other famous singers. It's that same idea, but applied to YouTube videos, where she's able to think of ideas and think of how another successful YouTuber would make that idea. So yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting that she studied the successful content creators that much that she's able to think from their perspective. So yeah, these are 4 exercises that I thought were good examples of how much more Jenny is working than me, than other, like, people that I've seen wanting to be successful YouTubers. Like, when it comes to the ideas, for me, like today, as you can see here, I thought of a lot more titles for this video. So these are all titles that I was thinking to use for this video. Now imagine writing 1,000 of those, right? Like when it comes to creating a thumbnail, like she speaks about how she thinks about every frame of her video. When it comes to creating thumbnails for my videos, you could see here, this is me barely trying. Like, I've created these thumbnails in minutes. Now that's okay. I'm willing to accept that for myself for now. I know that. So I'm slowly improving, but it just goes to show you how in every area she's just putting in way more work. And to me, I'm always fascinated to see how people build their skills, how people attain mastery. And I'm always excited not to see the results, but like, how are they practicing? What are they doing to get better? And listening to this interviews with her were eye-opening in that sense. You were able to see what made her so good, so successful. All right, everybody, hopefully this has been insightful. If you enjoyed it, leave me a comment below and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.